Hi, I'm Amy from Bake With Me and Bake with Miss Amy. I'm heading right now to my book club meeting. We just finished reading Sunrise on the Reaping, a Hunger Games book, which was great. I definitely recommend you reading it. I'm bringing pistachio cupcakes with a strawberry buttercream. It's going to be delicious. And I've already made the cupcakes. These are the pistachio cupcakes. It's now just time for me to get the strawberry buttercream on. And I thought that I would take a moment and give you a very basic tutorial on piping. So this is going to be for those people who have never piped in their life. It is going to be super basic, super easy. So if you are a cake decorator, somebody who pipes all the time, somebody who was born with a piping bag in your hand, this video is not for you. This is going to be basic piping techniques. So if you've never held a piping bag, if you're like, what is this woman talking about? I've never heard of a piping bag before. This video is for you. Okay, so let's talk about piping. So first of all, this is a piping bag. Piping bags are to help you get buttercream onto cupcakes or cakes. Or actually, I use piping bags for everything. This is definitely a multitasker. Thank you, Elton Brown. Anyway, this is a piping bag. This is 18 inches. Piping bags come in many different sizes. This is a 12-inch I use when I'm doing kids' baking lessons. And you can get piping bags anywhere. You can get them at Michael's. You can get them online, wherever you buy your baking supplies. So this is an 18-inch. This is my favorite. I like having the room. It's a little bit more flexible. These are piping tips. There's hundreds of different piping tips. These are my two favorites. This is a 300, this is 365. This is 1E, and they etch the number into the side of the tip. You can buy these online. You can buy them at Michael's. They come in sets or they come individually. And what happens is when you thrust the buttercream through the tip, it creates a nice little pattern onto whatever you're putting the buttercream on. So tips are wonderful and they're fun, and it's neat to collect a bunch and make different patterns. So these are tips. So here's what we need to do. We need to get the piping tip into the piping bag. So how do we do this? A lot of people cut the bag first and then put the piping tip in, but it's always kind of sketchy. Where am I going to cut the bag to fit the tip in? Sometimes if you cut too much, it's too big, and then the piping tip comes out, or you cut not enough and then the tip won't fit. So here's a little tip, no pun intended, to help you figure out where to cut exactly. I'm going to actually put the piping tip in the bag before I cut. So let's see, I just picked up 365. So I'm going to put the tip into the bag. It's in there. I haven't cut yet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and with it in the bag, I'm just going to go around just like this on the metal, and then it just pops right off. And now you've cut it at the perfect size. Ding! That's a great little tip. Okay, so now my piping bag is ready. In previous buttercream videos, I've showed you how to take the buttercream and make a little buttercream sausage. I put the buttercream into cellophane or saran wrap, and now it's ready to go. So I'm just going to cut a tip off of my buttercream sausage, and I am going to slide it into my piping bag, and now it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I've got the buttercream into the piping bag, and what I do is I twist, and now it's ready to go. Now I will tell you I'm left-handed, so I'm doing this with my left hand. If you are righty, you're going to be holding it with the right hand. The thing that you want to do is you want to add lots and lots of pressure, and you're going to hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. A lot of people make the mistake. They hold a piping bag in the middle, or God forbid you hold it at the bottom. But you're gonna wanna hold the piping bag at the top of the bag. You wanna put the pressure using the heel of your hand, holding with the twist, keeping the pressure on the buttercream, and you hold it at the top of the bag. This hand, your free hand now, if you're using right hand, this hand is there to help guide and support, but it's not adding pressure. But here I am, I'm holding and I'm putting pressure with the heel of my hand at the top, and I'm using this hand to guide and support, but the pressure is coming from the heel of my hand. Now I can take a cupcake and I'm ready to go. So let's talk about the pattern that you're gonna make. We're gonna make a spiral pattern. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the buttercream and I'm just gonna go in a spiral, and I'm gonna go circle, and then where I started, I'm gonna start going in and then to the center and then pull up. So you're gonna watch me. I'm gonna go spiral, spiral, spiral where I started, and then I'm gonna go in and then pull up. So here we go. I'm gonna make my first little rosette. And here's, hopefully, I can do this on camera. Here we go. Ooh. All right, of course it's hard to do on camera. But so here's the buttercream, it's coming out. And I go, 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 go. And I'm coming around. And I'm still putting pressure with the top. And I bring it around. And now it kind of met. So now I spiral to the center. And I come to the center. And I pull up. And that looks terrible because I'm holding it up in the air. But that's it. That's your basic rosette. Let me see if I can push this down with my great technique, my great technology. And if I show you down here, maybe it's a lot easier. If we do it again, it might be easier. I just go circle, circle, circle around to where I started, go to the center, and then pull up. Yeah, that was a lot easier. There you go. And that's the most basic technique. I'll do one more just so you can see. Here we go. And again, now I'm still keeping that tight pressure at the top, and I go circle, 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 back to where I met, back to the center, and there we go. And that is your basic piping technique. I hope that's helpful. I hope the girls in my book club love this. And you know what I always like to say? Hey, everybody, bake happy.